Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the drawing board. This is your host, Sam J. Hi, nice to see you. How are you? Hope you're doing good. This is episode 2, and I should probably say that what I didn't say in the last episode which was number 1, was that the reason I'm starting this is because I have not looked at stand up. I have not written stand up. I have not done any stand up, and you know, all of the pandemic, all of 2020. I was focused on screenwriting and writing pilots, a feature film, and I finally just fed up with the writing process and not having that stand-up creativity and fun uh, that stand-up gives you, that immediate feeling of a joke working or a joke not working. So I thought it would be fun to look at some old sets, and I'm going to go through all the videos that I have recorded of myself from the last 8 years, and then start listen to some audio. So without further ado, let's take a look at this set. It's another set from Villain's Tavern. I was able to do some hosting at Villains during maybe this is from 2018, and I hosted. I think that was the last set that I posted was from Villains hosting, and now this is a set, about 10-minute set that I did. There might be some similar material, but I'm not so sure. So let's take a look at it.
He helped fill in and host. Next comic, very good friend of mine. He helped fill in and host for me last week. You're gonna love him. Put your hands together for Sam J.
That was Terrence Newman. Shout out to Terrence Newman, mayor of Echo Park.
What if this is when you found out I'm a deaf comic? He does a lot of mime. He's a mime. What's up? Terrence, my favorite part of that story is when they had to ask you what you did. You're like, I had to make up a fake profession. Comedy is a fake profession. That's what I... Shit, what do real people do? I do accounting. Quick, think of a job. Hello, guys. Happy birthday. Yeah,
So
look at that.
I think
Like, oh no, they noticed. There's only...
feeling pretty loose on this set. I had a good time coming up and talking about Terrence. He had a really funny story. Just to kind of give you context, he had a really funny story where he has been paid to appear on the Steve Harvey show as an audience plant, and he's done it several times where he asks Steve a question. Usually it's about a relationship or some sort of issue he's having. Yeah, with, I think in this case was a relationship with his wife, and he talks about how Steve was asking him what he does, and he had to think of a profession real quick and improvise what he does because he's an actor. He's and Yeah, I wonder if I can put a link to that story that Terrence tells. It's really funny, his performance on the Steve Harvey show as an audience plant. Okay, let's keep going.
Balloons above your head. Don't say anything. Balloons. Balloons are a dead giveaway. That's what I'm going to say. What's up, LA? These are all LA people. I know that for sure. LA, I love it. Yeah, right? LA. Man, you know the rest of the country does not like us? You know that? They're talking a lot of shit. It's crazy. I get to travel for work, and like they find out from LA, and they just like a tone shift. They're like, oh. They like clasp their whatever they're wearing. And they go, oh, those people out there, they're very selfish. Right? They only care about themselves. Right? And they eat avocados. Like, Like, what? That's all true, though. It's true. We're very selfish people, right? You get in the fucking freeway and you're like, you're about to take everyone out. It's like Mad Max. Fucking I'm going to destroy you if you turn that blinker on, right?
Now, there are people laughing. I know it sounds like no one's laughing. The reason being the audio is only being picked up by the microphone. I was recording directly through the board. It's funny breaking this down. I know I'd probably riffed about people not liking LA. I don't think that was a joke that I really had built on. It was like the rest of the country is talking shit on us, and in this particular bar, it's in like downtown LA, and it's only people from LA who are there. No one else really knows about that spot, so I could tell those were some Los Angeles natives, or at least people that live there year round, so they could, they would enjoy hearing how the rest of the country views them, and in this case it was probably from people on the East Coast, which is where I was traveling a lot, that were selfish. And I guess the reverse was, yeah, we are selfish. That's accurate.
Jesus. You ever let someone go? You ever have the blinker on? You're like, you deserve it. You can do that. Go for it. Right? You feel good. You're like, I'm a good person. I'm a great person. I'm a terrific person. I'm going to heaven. You're like, I've let them in. I am a kind lane god. That's how I feel.
That's a fun joke. I like any joke that I could kind of like accentuate my voice and be big, because I feel like I keep kind of a monotone delivery. So any joke that I can like use my arms a lot and do a fun voice, I'm all about that. And then this one is the lane god. I would like to maybe figure out a couple more tags on that joke, but for the most part, it's like you ever driving in your car and you're letting someone, you let someone in your lane, and how good does it feel to be a good person? And I took that feeling of being a good person and kind of amplified it to, well, I'm a great person. I'm the best person. I'm a god. I'm a lane god by letting people into my lane. So that was kind of the motivation behind that.
Now they're talking shit. LA's weird though, right? Like, we're liberal about certain things, and then like conservative of others. It's a weird, like, we can't make up our minds. You know what I mean? Like, we were down with weed being legal forever. Like, that's just a thing. But like, you remember when we made our porn stars wear condoms? You know what I mean? Like, what? Why? What are we doing? Why do we do that? They both go together. What are we doing, LA? Right? I'm sure there was some like grizzled porn stars. Once that thing passed, they're like, this industry's dead. Fuck. Used to be about just fucking. Back when it was pure. Right? It's not even porn anymore. I'm wearing a condom.
I got to do a voice. I'm happy. I love this joke. There was a proposition that California voted for to make our porn stars wear condoms, so that I tried to combine that into being in California. There is a stereotype that we're very liberal, but we're liberal about certain things but not others, which was strange because we're so liberal about weed, but yet for porn we make our porn stars wear condoms. And I don't know if I said it in this set, but I had a tag where it's like, making porn stars wear condoms. It's like, it's not real. The sex is fake. It's like giving Super Mario a speeding ticket in Mario Kart. Don't know if that was, hilarious, but I don't know. That was at least a tag that I was working with.
Yeah. I'm getting older, so my porn categories are changing. They're evolving. I'm sorry that I'm making eye contact with both of you two in the front, but you're just the closest to the stage right now. I guess I I can turn this way. I'll do this. I got a bad neck, so I got to really commit to an angle. There's no like turning. It's just like, okay, now we're going this way, and then just like, here we go. Now I'm just gonna perform to the DJ. That's my. It sucks. So I'm sorry. I'm sure you're very lovely people. Thank you for being here. So my porn categories are changing. I'm looking at you now, sir. From Mexico. You know, before they were like, you know, pretty basic type things, you know, like maybe like an Asian fetish or like a Latina, you know, or like, you know, I wasn't really going too crazy, but like it's changed now. Like my new type of porn, I'm gonna tell you guys, because I trust you. You won't tell anyone else. It's a porn where the guy meets the girl, maybe on like a dating app or something, you know. Have a first date, kind of hit it off. They're like, we should do this again, you know, and they text. She texts back pretty quickly. Go on a next date, you know. Things are going well. Cut to 6 months later, they're living together. Right? This is good stuff, right? It's getting a little more serious. Maybe parents are involved. You know what I mean? Maybe a barbecue or two. Cut to 2 years, they're married. Things are you. Okay, all right. I opened up to you, all right? I tried to open up, tell you what's getting me off. Basically, they're in love, and then I just, it's so good.
Okay. That was a joke that I really enjoyed telling because the laughs often came from just the specifics and how long the description of the porn situation was. So when I usually you know, if you're standing on stage and someone's watching you, and you go, "Oh, I'm into a new porn category," they're thinking you're gonna go and say some horrendously dirty shit. So right from that moment, I always felt just a little that awkward energy, and I kind of played into it and setting up what the new category that I'm into was, which is just. I'm into a very normal relationship in getting married and falling in love. Like that's my porn. That's what my new porn is. It's no longer the traditional, or I don't want to say traditional, but it's no longer, you know, what you would assume with porn. My porn fantasy is a love fantasy, and I hadn't had that reaction from an audience member when I said getting married, and they said, "Ooh, that shows you that might be an LA crowd where marriage is disgusting." But this might be a joke that I would build off of that could kind of go anywhere, really, if you're talking about. The fantasy that I now have is love and a relationship and a family. You know, how does that make me a freak? Maybe there's some like play on words that I can do with, like, oh, it's, you know, a lot of doggy style, which is actually just playing with a dog. I want to have a dog. Or I'm into, you know, I don't know. I'm like trying to think on the spot. Something, you know, a traditional porn category like Asians. But I want an Asian wife. I don't know. Yeah, that might be something I can build off of with the audience, and depending how they react to it. The part that I like is as I get more specific and I get closer to them falling in love and getting married, that's when I come so hard from love.
Have a couple kids, I guess. You know, they're there. Couple dogs, picket fence. Yeah, it's I'm sorry for talking about sex a lot. It's just like I'm trying to manifest it. I just read this book called The Secret. You know what I mean? Manifest. So if you talk about it, I'm trying to manifest that hookup. You know what I mean? I feel like if that book gets into the wrong hands, it's not a good thing. Right? They're like, oh, let me just read this thing real quick. All right, okay. All right, I'm a manifest. No, you got to get your life together. You can't just think about it. There's actions. It's a play-by-play scenario. You don't just manifest and shit happens. I don't believe it. Sorry, Oprah. I'm sorry.
Going for Oprah. Bold move.
Yeah, if you're going to take pictures, guys, make sure to tag the place and tag Trojan Grill. So, do some work for us. Yeah, do something while you're here. Don't just sit there. Okay, here we go. We're back into it. Hello. Welcome. Hi. Hello. Nice to see you. So the last fight that my ex and I got in, you guys can learn a lot about this. It had to do with who I followed on Instagram. Anyone have that conversation with a significant other? Have you ever seen like who you're following? That's kind of like an invasion of privacy, but it's kind of out there for everyone. Basically, she was like, and I'm talking about like those like big booty accounts. You know what I'm talking about? Big booty Instagram. It's pretty much all of Instagram, at least my Instagram. Big booty accounts. She saw it and she was like, why do you follow them? Like, am I not enough for you? Why do you follow them? You know? And that was the first time I'd ever considered why I followed them. It was just an automatic response. And I was like, no, I'm so sorry. And I unfollowed all of the big booty accounts. All of them. Not a single big booty on my Instagram. Not a single big booty.
This section, if I'm watching it, it feels like I'm like more given a speech. I don't know. I know where this joke is going, and it will be fun to play it in this context, but it doesn't do well. I'm gonna spoil it. It doesn't go well. I think it's funny for a couple to be fighting over who they follow on Instagram, who each other's follows on Instagram, but in this particular case, I don't think the audience was quite on my side. Even though I was saying big booty accounts and big booty and like big booty sounds funny and silly, I don't think I quite had them on my side. So let's see what happens.
Exactly, boo. That was I barely used my phone. But this was like 2 years ago, and I couldn't come up with like an argument. You ever like come up with a good comeback, but it's like way too late for the argument? Like the relationship's even over, and I just like wake up, I'm like, oh my God, I got it. Fuck, it's too late though. So this was the comeback I would have said. You know, I would have had to break it down with her because she wouldn't understand. You know, so I had to kind of like tell her the psychology of a man in this situation. Like, all right, men, think of women as like, we're like collectors of fine wine.
Okay. This is the classic men, women. Like a lot of comedians start bits like this, but I feel like it's taken me 7 minutes. It's at 8:48. That's that's a minute. And that's 2 minutes of like some little jokes, but you haven't really hit what the kernel of that idea is. So this is men, women. Let me explain to you what men think, and this is where it goes south.
Right, and women are the wine. Now, then people who collect really fine wine.
Here, let me take it back.
Like, all right. She wouldn't understand, so I had to kind of like tell her the psychology of a man in this situation. Like, all right, men,
dangerous.
Women as like, we're like collectors of fine wine, right? And women are the wine. Now, then people who collect really fine wine, they just have like wine bottles on their shelves, just chilling. They don't even drink them. They don't even need to drink them. They're just like, it feels good that they're there. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But when they do drink them, it's a celebration. It's a big deal. They'll open it, drink it, swish it around, but they spit it right out. They spit it right out. Okay, this wouldn't have worked, I guess. Oh. She said it's called a celebration. Wow. Damn. That's good. Damn. Okay, he said, how do you celebrate without swallowing? Ask my ex-girlfriend. That's how she'll tell you how. I mean, no, we did have problems in the bedroom.
Okay, so that was that joke was the punchline ending of that joke was me acknowledging that it did not work, and thank God the crowd was somehow able to save me and pull me through, because I was quiet from right there. Here we go.
Okay, this wouldn't have worked, I guess.
I get a laugh saying it wouldn't have worked. Like, what? What a lucky fucker.
Oh. She said it's called a celebration.
And then they threw out some shit and
wow. Damn.
I don't know. Low moment.
That's good.
It was a bomb, but whatever. I don't know.
Damn. Okay, he said, how do you celebrate without swallowing? Ask my ex-girlfriend. That's how she'll tell you how.
What is like? I don't know. I'm very upset at this Sam in this moment. I guess I did what I had to do. I got out of that weird bomb that didn't work. Yeah, I look confident, I guess. I don't know. I guess if I can chalk up anything, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, is there an analogy to run with? Like, men, women. Men think of women as bottles of wine. We're wine collectors, and we want to collect a lot of women. Was that the premise that I was going after? Do women want to be thought of as bottles of wine? I don't know. Where can I make this work where women don't feel like I'm just calling them bottles of wine? I think the audience was full of women that night, and they're just like, no, sir. I don't know. I do like the idea at the end where it's like when these people who have fancy bottles of wine, when they want to drink the wine, they'll open it and it's a celebration, and they drink it, but they swig it around and they spit it back out. Like, the spitting back out part is funny, but I don't quite know how to what's the right setup for that. So I don't know. I guess that's how it goes.
I mean, no, we did have problems in the bedroom. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
next.
Like, I just did.
Next joke. We did have problems in the bedroom, so I think I might be pretty fresh off of this breakup. There's a lot of ex-girlfriend material and women material, so that's been on my mind, I guess.
Didn't understand how the female orgasm worked.
Oh, sorry. Let me go back.
I mean, no, we did have problems in the bedroom. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? Like, I just didn't understand how the female orgasm worked.
Classic.
Straight up.
Classic.
I feel like the female orgasm's like you're assembling the most complicated thing from IKEA that they sell. Right? And for men, we're like, nah, we don't need to read the instructions. And they just start like hammering shit. Right? Just hammering shit like, oh, I think this goes here, that peg goes in that hole. And then you're done and you look back and it's like, why are there all these extra pieces? Why is she mad? Right? Like, I guess I should have read the instructions. All right, that's my time. Thank you, guys.
All right. Uh-oh. Hold on. Hello. Let me get it back right here. Welcome, welcome. Okay. That last joke was actually something that it closed super fucking strong, super hard. I think that was the first time I said that on stage that night. The female orgasm is like I don't understand the female orgasm. The female orgasm is like the most complicated. piece of furniture from IKEA, and men, we don't read the directions. So right there, there's a analogy. There's two dissimilar things: the female orgasm and very complicated piece of furniture, IKEA. If anyone's ever put together IKEA furniture, imagine not having directions, and you're also just shoving parts into places where they don't need to go. That's kind of like a dick joke. Parts go into here. There's pieces missing. Why is she crying? I think the next piece of that joke is, if the female orgasm is like the most complicated piece of furniture in IKEA you can assemble, then a man's orgasm is like the least amount of like then the man's orgasm is like the lowest pieces of Legos you can buy in a kit. I don't know how to make that funny, but I'm just thinking like if the female orgasm in my mind in this joke, this perspective is that it's complicated, which it's really not. I'm not trying to brag, but it's not that complicated. You just have to be a good listener. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the new part of the joke. But the male orgasm is not complicated. So what's an uncomplicated thing to put together? I would say that's Legos. So if I say a man's orgasm is like assembling a 10-piece Lego set, it comes together. It comes out of the box fast, and when you step on it, you're upset. So if you've ever stepped on a Lego, it fucking sucks with bare feet. Maybe if you stepped on it with bare feet, you're upset, and it's harmful if swallowed. I don't know if that will work, but those would be two more tags for that bit, and I really wish I had those two tags when I performed that joke on Kill Tony, where that would have been a fun minute joke to do, but instead I just had the first part and I never ever worked on the rest of it. So, but I'm working on it now with this show, and that's why it's called the Drawing Board. And thank you so much for watching and enjoying. We're gonna keep going through these sets. Hopefully you learned something from it. Hopefully, well, I'm learning already. Dreams Over Desk. Shout out to Quincy Jones, aka Kwame Wallen, for the shirt. And yeah, I'll have an intro song and outro song eventually, but for now, talk to you soon.